All right, we are back for, I don't know why I always look down at the mic, but we're back with a new series, Report Rundown, where I'll probably be using a lot of Bleacher Report. I'll go through other articles. And today we're looking at NBA players who have been in the same place too long. What we're going to do, we're going to look at bits and pieces of the article, but what we're also going to do is take a look and see, just analytically, they're playing, how they play, their playing style, and see potentially what the article says and where we think might be a good fit for them, or just their play style, just from what we see. Um, First person, Harrison Barnes, Sacramento Kings. Yeah, well, the thing is, Harrison's, I want to say he's pretty efficient. Let's take a look, just contract wise. Let's look at that first, and then we can get a more accurate depiction. It shouldn't be another Harrison Barnes. Okay. Harrison still has 2 years left on his deal. He is unrestricted going into the 27 year. How old is Harrison? Like 32? Yeah, 32, just turned 32. And Harrison should be, because I already pulled him up. Okay. So efficiency wise, he's actually excellent. 47% from the field, 60% true shooting, points per possession, 1.13, which is really good. So I don't know why the Kings would even let him go, according to this article, saying he needs a new change of scenery, and he shoots 38% from three. And a guy like this should be a spot up guy. Yeah, and he's one of the people talk about a high value role player. This is the definition of it. Not really doing much on isolation. He's actually doesn't do much pick and roll. When he does it, he's good at it. But he spots up, very good at it, excellent in transition. But I usually look at spot up for the high value players, and they do it most of the time. If they're very good in the spot up situations, that leans for those guards that are ISO heavy or that are in pick and roll. They can drive and kick, and if they can kick to the corners, if they can kick to the 3 point line, and you make your shots, that's what you're looking for. And looks like he's making 40% of his field goals on spot ups. I'm assuming it's pretty high from three, 37% from three. What you want, pretty effective. I'm sure he's probably not turning the ball over at high. Yeah, 2.5%. Yeah, so he's very good there. Excellent transition. Let's see what types of shots he makes. Very good in his attempts. Very good jump shooter. When he's guarded, he isn't the best. Shoots 28%, which is terrible. But when he's unguarded, he's actually very good, and he gets more opportunities. And he's 60% of the time he's unguarded. So that's what you're looking for. Dribble jumper is excellent. He does that a lot. Very good laying the ball up at the rim, dunking the ball, which is interesting, but he is 32 at this point. Says it's poor, 78%. You'll think that's great, but when you really think about it, you should be making most of your dunks. But his layup, 58, almost 59%. That's what you're looking for. But high value player right here. A guy that knows his role. He's going to spot up. He's going to run in transition. Doesn't require the ball at all. You can see 5% of the time he's doing pick and rolls. 3.4% of the time he's isolated. So he doesn't need the ball at all. What I'd like to do, I want to see the year before, just to make sure the trend is what it is. Very good spotting up, transitions good. Play style, I'm assuming, is very good. Still excellent in all his possessions the year before. Let's go 3 years out. Still excellent. So a highly efficient player. So I don't know. I think the Kings, honestly, just being honest, would be dumb to get rid of him. There's no point to getting rid of Harrison Barnes at all. Why would you get rid of somebody that is just an added benefit to your team? He doesn't need to have the ball in his hands. This is a perfect person for De'Aaron Fox to have on his team. If they want to trade it to somebody, the Hawks would be more than happy to trade him. But I doubt they. There's not a package I could see that would work. Maybe Bogdan Bogdanovic, maybe, but that's still a two man versus Harrison being able to play three, sometimes the four if they go small ball lineup. So I couldn't see this happen. I couldn't see this happening. Them getting rid of Harrison Barnes. What is it saying? The reason is there reasons why the Kings do athleticism on the wings, effective player offensively. Actually, let's look. Said look for upgrades. I don't know. I don't know. This is not the upgrade I think I would be looking for. Let me look at him defensively. Just take a look. Okay, this might be the issue. Defensively, he is poor. He gets scored on 47% of the time. Below average, he's not defending anything well. Oh my goodness. Post ups, he defends post ups good, but most of the time he's defending spot ups. Well, that's not good. Let's see. Let's see if this is a trend or if this was just a bad year. The year before, he was average. If he's average, you can deal with that. But him being poor, that would be a reason. Oh, okay. Poor might be the trend. If he's a bad defender, okay, he was good, but that was what, three years ago. Yeah, because so he's super efficient offensively, but he's giving up buckets on the defensive end. That right there might be a reason to trade him. But according to this, offensively he was 1.13. Defensively he's 1.06, so he's still performing better, but you would like this to at least be average, like this year. But the trend is looking down, so that's not necessarily a good sign. Offensively, Harrison Barnes has been excellent. It looks like efficiency wise, the past three maybe 4 years. Looking at a team there's a lot of teams that can use that, but what teams can cover for him defensively? Let's look at. Let me see. Oh, let me do this. Let's duplicate this. Let me see if I can look at. And now I'm doing something on the fly just to see if there's a team defensively. Now, a team like Detroit could use them. Let's use that. A team like Detroit could definitely use them, but let's see if we can look to see as far as team. No, it's just doing favorite teams. I don't need necessarily that. Let's do team leaderboards. Team defense. There we go. Utah could use them. The Hawks are on here? No way. Really? We're good defensively? We could use them too. Detroit's not good defensively. There's no way. Are we looking on a points per possession value? Or is it going? Oh no, I'm not. Okay, hold up. Let's. It's backwards. Oh God. So these are the worst teams defensively. That makes more sense. Okay, let's switch this. Okay, this makes more sense. Minnesota. I'm trying to think of a team. Denver definitely wouldn't mind having him. Neither would the Cavs. The Cavs. All right. Actually, when I click in here now, some of these I'm doing on the fly, but let's see if we can get a player breakdown. Because I just want to see. I just want to see the people on the team for the Cavs. Because if the Kings were to get, almost messed that up. The Kings were to get, not the Kings. The Cavs would get rid of Donovan Mitchell, sign and trade to the Kings, but then that's two ball handlers. That wouldn't work probably for De'Aaron Fox in that instance. Okay, let's actually look for a team that he can actually go to. Celtics, their infrastructure is good, but I don't know if there's anybody that could trade for them. The Nuggets, they'll have to trade picks if they have it. Orlando, if Orlando was good defensively, that would be somebody. Because having another scorer on that team, yeah, if they're excellent defensively, having another scorer on that team, let's see offensively, what are they? They're average offensively. So taking a little bit off of their defense to become, that is a game that you have to weigh that you really would have to weigh that out because for looking because again this is showing offense and not necessarily defense, but actually that might help because if Paolo is average on a points per possession value and he has most of the shots. Jalen, I believe, is good. Franz is good. They're either good to very good. Cole is average. Moritz is actually very good. Jonathan Isaac is excellent, so that means Morris is excellent. Wendell is probably very good. Gary Harris is probably very good. They have pieces. They just need actually Magic just need Paolo. I know it's not about Paolo, but I'm trying to think of a team that he could potentially. The Houston Rockets. There we go. If they're the number 7 team, I'm pretty sure they could take anybody, or even the 76ers. The 76ers wouldn't mind that. I know they're looking for a star wing player, but offensively, if Tobias is getting out of there, might as well get an efficient guy, and I doubt Tobias is. Let's see. All right, let's look at the Rockets. Let's look at the 76ers. Very good. They're very good defensively at 1.0 basically. All right, offensively, let's look at if Jalen Green's average offensively, which I know. Sengun is probably good to very good. Fred VanVleet, I believe, is good to very good. Same with Jabari Smith. Dylan offensively is not as good. Amen should be better. Cam will be better probably. Aaron Holiday is solid. Jeff Green, old wily vet. Yeah, there are teams for him to go to. I would like to look at the Sixers. They're very good defensively. The only thing is Harrison Barnes is terrible offensively. So let me look at somebody like Tobias, who everybody gets on, but on a regular season, I know he should be very good offensively. Yeah, very good offensively. Defensively, he's actually very good. So for all the backlash he gets, he's actually a pretty good player. So shouldn't get rid of him. Kelly Oubre actually, it looks like he's just average offensively on a points per possession value and average defensively. So I wouldn't. So that swap right there would be in the 76ers' favor. Now, do the Kings do it? What is Kelly making on salary? Oh, kind of. Because if Harrison's making 18, it's kind of crazy. Harrison Barnes made 183 million. Kelly Oubre. And I'm pretty sure I could pull up a trade calculator. Kelly Oubre is not making enough. He's only making $2 million this year, and he's unrestricted. So that's not going to work. And he's still signed for one more year. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, as far as just money wise, I need to pull an actual trade calculator, NBA trade calculator, to get a better ESPN trade machine. Is this what we use? Oh, if Spotrac has one, we're gonna use that. NBA trade. Select teams you would like to make trades. Okay. Kings. And where's 76ers at? All right, let's start trade. Oh, Spotrac has it. Okay, we can definitely do that. Send to Philly. This, I know it's an incomplete trade. What does Philly, I need? Excuse me? Are these all their active assets? Draft picks, draft rights, cash, cap holds. Oh, they have cap holds. But no. So it'd be like a sign and trade with Batum, maybe? But if I'm the Kings, I'm not doing that. Yeah, this is an interesting discussion to figure out what team to send them to. Trade calculator, we have just introduced you into the fold. Okay. And right now, I might be stuck on one player because let's look for Harrison Barnes, and then I might just do the series based on that. Well, just for this video, because I hear my kids crying in the background. The Knicks should have offense though. Let's see. Somebody like the Pelicans, but they have Troy Murphy or Trey Murphy, so he's good. Miami Heat. I'm trying to just think of teams that they're very good defensively because Tibbs is going to make sure of that. They actually average offensively. Let's look at the box score. Let's look to see. Jalen Brunson is either should be excellent at 1.1. DiVincenzo should be very good to excellent. Randall is the guy. I honestly think they said they're going to keep him, but that's GM talk. Randall is honestly the guy you let go of. I don't know if the money works though. Average offensively, below average defensively. Who do the Kings have? They have Sabonis. I don't know if Sabonis and Julius Randle work. Yeah, I don't know if that doesn't work. Just the play style doesn't work. Just thinking on it. Yeah, that play style doesn't work. I can't really force that. I can't force it like I'm thinking. Yeah, that doesn't work. I know Hartenstein should get paid. McBride, good offense. Actually, McBride is better than I thought he was. He might be added to the series that the other series of finding a star player. Let me look. Excellent in all his possessions. What his play types are. Spot up, pick and roll ball handling. Is he good at isolation? He doesn't do it often though. Yeah, high value player though. Very high value. Okay, but yeah. If I'm the if I'm the Kings, I don't know if I do that trade because Julius Randle, of course, can get me points, but he needs the ball in his hands a lot, and he's that's not going to happen because Sabonis should have the ball and De'Aaron Fox, so he'll be the third. He'll be the third guy. I honestly need him to be a six man. I doubt he does that. See, as we come down here, we're starting to get midway where these teams are. They don't need to be worse on defense. They really don't. Yeah, because they're already bad. They're already bad. But if we're already going to be bad on defense, do we send them somewhere like where the Spurs go? Do we send them to the Spurs? I'm not sure what. Because the Spurs are below average. Ooh, they're already below average defensively. Ooh, and poor is worse than that. And they're poor offensively. So, be honest with you, might as well get some offense and just hope Wemby gets even better defensively. Might as well. Send somebody like the Spurs, but what do I want back for him? You're not getting Sohan. He's young. Keldon Johnson, you may get. Devin Vassell, you're gonna have to trade. You gotta trade some real assets for him. Zach Collins, no. Yeah, but if I trade him, I want an efficient player back, and I want a wing. Oh, Jetty Osman. That is somebody right there. Maybe Doug McDermott and Chetty Osman. I got to see if those salaries match, but very good. His play style, I'm assuming defensively he's poor. Yep. I'm going to say right on Harrison Barnes level, so might as well just match it. And he's 6'8", 48%, 39 from 3. Let's look at this play type. Average on spot up, good in transition, or excellent transition. Okay, but the spot up is making me a little leery, to be honest with you. I'm trying to see the year before. He was good in spot up, excellent pick and roll. Huh. This is interesting. Same with Doug. Doug is excellent. I know defensively he's probably poor. Yes, but do you trade the two guys to get the one guy because he's excellent in spot up? Let me see if the money matches. If the money matches, that would be somewhere where you get two wings and you get Harrison Barnes. But now, do the Spurs do that deal? Depends on. I think it depends on the money because you know you have Harrison for 2 years and then you can get off of it. Let's see. So he's in San Antonio. Let me see. Let me see if the money matches up at all. Oh, do they even have? Oh, they're not even technically on the roster. Cap holds at all? All right, 12 and a half. And is Doug not on the roster? Oh, is Doug a free agent? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, well, it would be draft rights. Wow. Okay, so you couldn't even do this. Yeah, because you can't just sign Doug McDermott to trade him. So if I'm Doug McDermott, I need to go to one of those teams that are really good defensively. He was a cap hit. Oh, that's why he's on the Pacers. Oh, he played on the Spurs this. Oh, then he must play on the Spurs this year. Okay, that makes sense. Dang, I didn't realize he was in that Indiana series. That makes sense. Oh yeah, can't do that. All right. Hey, look, I need to make sure. Hey, look, need to make sure Chetty is over there in San Antonio. But yeah, there. This is gonna be interesting for Harrison because you have to really figure out where he can go because these bottom teams. It doesn't help that he's well. Some of them it might help, but like Indiana Pacers, they need help defensively. They don't need help offensively. Same with the Wizards, but the Wizards probably don't care either way. They need help. Yeah, because they're giving up 122 points a game. Jazz. Yeah, but That's what I would be looking at if I was looking at acquiring Harrison Barnes because efficiency wise, he's great. Defensively, when you take a look at the numbers, that's where the issues become. So right now, we will stop right there just because I have to go take care of something. But I'll finish this series up a little bit later and go from there.